Well, big old trees are beautiful, but if they're not properly maintained, they can be deadly, especially during a big storm. When Elsa came through the First Coast on Wednesday, 25-year-old Deshaun Johnson was killed after a tree limb fell on his car in Ortega. Just today, a tree fell on Ortega Boulevard in that same area where the Navy sailor died. Our Haley Harrison is on your side tonight with some tips on how to spot a potentially dangerous tree. Haley?
Well, Heather, before someone gets hurt or property gets damaged, a local tree trimmer says that you should monitor trees in your yard and in your neighborhood. There are a couple of red flags that Jeff Mobley says are easy for anyone to spot.
And it could have been a lot worse.
An old oak tree in St. Augustine recently lost a limb, crushing the house's patio and a car out front.
This limb really never got pruned or trimmed, so therefore it just kept growing longer and longer and longer, so therefore it put a lot more stress on the connection.
Jeff Mobley says when checking out your own trees, the first red flag you should look for are abnormally long limbs that are growing more to the side than up.
Laid out at a horizontal mostly, so therefore it's likely to snap off at this point over here.
The second red flag you should look for, he says, is discoloration, like the white on this oak tree, which indicates that it's holding moisture and is likely rotting inside.
So the only part that's holding is this blonde looking wood is the part that was holding the limb up. This was a deep absent pocket.
Mobley says the final red flag you should look for are loose areas in the ground around a tree, which can indicate an uproot. If you find a tree on your property that may need attention, he recommends you don't wait.
Whenever a hurricane comes and then everybody gets on the bandwagon trying to get things done and it's all backed up. A lot of tree companies back up people for 90 days worth of work logged in, and then they can't even take a phone call.
Now, if you see a tree you're concerned about that's not on your property, you should start by calling the city you live in. Like, for instance, in Jacksonville, call 630-CITY to make a complaint with the Public Works Department. Now, if it's not on city property, they can refer you to the proper entity. Live in Jacksonville, I'm Haley Harrison, First Coast News, on your side.
Really good information to know, Haley. Thank you.